All right, lock in, guys. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Hi, hello, YouTube. Hello, hi, YouTube. Hello, hello. YouTube, do you guys think that streaming is harder than a 9-to-5 job? Let me know. Lock in.
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your
Just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous. You would have to actually have to go to work.
Went to school, and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
Credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Oh, damn.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Mail carrier. Oh, God.
So my argument here is that streaming and social media creation
I'm chewing. Hold on. Lacey has cultivated a substantial multi-platform audience with nearly 1.5 million Twitch followers, over 1 million on Instagram, and around 2.3 million TikTok followers, and approximately 270K on X. And he joined FaZe clan in May 2024, quickly gaining the notoriety through the Fortnite and IRL streams. Brother, come on.
is harder than a 9-to-5.
Facts.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job.
Okay.
I will say though, as a streamer, you get to pick your schedule too. These people don't. You know what I mean? That's like the #1 argument I make. And I see so many streamers try to like find so many excuses and be like, you gotta stay true to your schedule, blah blah blah. Well, that's bitch. You just sound like a bitch. I didn't even lie. I said this before, and I'll say it again. And everyone, yo, chat, you guys can tell me I'm wrong 100%. But I 100% believe all this content creation shit is the most easiest job. 100% I will think it is. You know what I mean? I pity streamers and YouTubers who think that this shit is harder than a 9-to-5. I pity them so much. Because at some points, they probably liked doing this stuff. You know what I mean? At some point, it wasn't a job. Until money came along. You know what I mean? Money came along. That's when they started taking this shit serious. And then that's when this shit started becoming like, oh, this is the most hardest job ever. Because they started caring about the numbers. That is like literally my take. The minute they started caring about the numbers is the minute that they hated this job. Is the minute that they were like complaining and bitching and moaning. That is my take. They lost the passion. Yep. Sometimes I go live at weird ass times. I'll be like having like I'll go live between like 2 to 3 p.m. and then sometimes like I'll go live at like 11 p.m. I could give a fuck who shows up. I'm just trying to play my game or react to like whatever video I want to react to. That is it. I don't think that you're wrong. No, I feel like I am, because there is always going to be someone that is going to be bitching and moaning and then try to find an excuse for why things are so difficult for them. Whoa, me. You know what I mean? Like, woo, me. I don't know, man. I'm just in my own corner. So I pity people who, because there are genuine people out there. I'm not even joking. That's why I made that tweet. I said, streaming and content creation is not a hard job. Not hard or a difficult job, bro. This is one of the most blessed jobs ever. Tired of people comparing it to 9-to-5, saying that we got so much to do. When I talked about it, was it May replied, I love May. Should I completely, I think it's completely various in what you do as a content creation. Like some content requires more effort to produce than others. I think it's creative draining at times. I don't think it's harder than a 9-to-5 as someone who does both, thus at the same time, but it has its own cons. And I said, I think it gets difficult. I think it only gets difficult once you start caring about the numbers. Numbers go down, then you want to do more. But the conversation is streaming is harder, apparently harder than 9-to-5. And I'm so happy I don't have to do the barista shit anymore. And she's like, 100% streaming itself is, as the activity is not hard. The only hard thing is the growth, and the growing is always harder than in any category. Yeah, I work in tech and corporate, and I would never go back to customer service or dealing with the public. I would rather full-time stream than go back to retail. Generally, most of the time people say streaming is harder is rage bait, or most of the time, not at all, but most of the time, yeah. I just saw a tweet about like someone being like, this job is difficult, blah, and I'm so tired of acting like it isn't. And I'm like, yo, because it isn't. I was like, I'm not even gonna lie. It isn't. It's not a hard job. I hate to be that bitch, but it's not. It only started getting harder when you started caring about the numbers and the validation and the attention. You know what I mean? The cherry on top of it being money is a huge W. I won't even lie. Getting money for doing absolutely whatever the fuck you want is a huge W. People always say, like, it's so toxic. Tell people to do whatever you love. But if you start doing it like a job, then you're gonna hate it. So what the fuck am I supposed to say?
And slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties, maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're
turns
a mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We have to
still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of people
Bullshit.
critiquing every little thing we do, every decision we make, every thought we have.
You guys got it made, man. I wish I had it made like y'all.
We don't have to go sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
we have
This is technically millennials versus Gen Z, if you think about it. This is literally millennials versus Gen Z.
got it gravy, bro.
What's the next trend? What's the next idea? Oh my God, I have to stream today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You got
high energy 24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and kick back.
Chat, you guys want high-ass energy just like me? Make sure you use code Dumpy on your gamers and purchases.
We're not even at home. We're walking around. Parties, doing all this stuff.
I got to slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as
true.
that.
You have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you work.
No, I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
got to work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't get
just
paid
to
either.
collect.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes.
That's fucked up. Okay, yeah, they're rage baiting. I feel so bad. Come on, that's fucked up, dude. I feel bad.
People in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is bullshit. We don't like this video. You have to create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. That. Does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
Clock 'em.
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Ooh, you know what I found out recently? What is it? Is it true that Cinna's audience like counter calories or some shit? Or they counter calories? I was like, that's low-key weird. I'm not gonna lie. What the fuck? Why would they do that? I would slap the shit out of you guys if you guys started counting my calories. Is that chips I hear, Annie? 300 calories. I would fucking slap the shit out of y'all. Oh my God. I would be an aggressive streamer. I won't even lie. That would make me a bitch. I don't watch for real. I just hear IG posts. Is that a big bag of Cheetos, Annie?
So what? I can call fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat, whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm going to keep it a buck. That's a homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing flags.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
Sounds like a wrap that you're eating right now. That wrap is 600 calories. Oh my God. You were close. Close to catching a ban.
Tens of thousands of children and adults.
The Lacey Thugs are... Do you not know who the Lacey Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture. You know how hard that is of a life?
Isn't that special?
That is difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever. Having a job.
9 to 5 is generally more secure than streaming because it offers steady income benefits and legal protection, while streaming is unpredictable, highly competitive, and income depends on viewer support and algorithm. Can I have 5 gifted, please? Just because. Is this true? Let's test it out. Can I have 5 gifted? No? Okay. See, well, they lied.
Job being a cook, you have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. I don't know.
Fuck no.
This could end for me tomorrow.
No, fuck you. Fuck. I thought it would work, okay? I thought it would work. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it would work.
You said if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do? If you lost completely all your YouTubers, you had nothing, no one watched you anymore, I didn't even watch you anymore, what would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work. Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
Yeah, they're trolling. They're trolling. That's fucked up, bro.
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
That's so fucked up, bro.
No, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn around.
Yeah, but you're proving my point.
You would have to turn around.
You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure, I get the 4 local can. And
Not to mention,
You have to do work. That's what we have to do.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
Dude, all I care about is getting a sponsor. That's the only thing I want. Sponsors. Yo, companies, please hit me up. And actual companies. I'm tired of these goddamn fake-ass companies trying to get me to log into some site so that they can steal my information.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you,
From
Rhonda.
What is your thing that you're doing tomorrow? If I lost everything tomorrow, I'm getting a part-time job. Gotta save up and get a shop. Buy an actual shop. Move. I'm gonna move. Buy an actual shop somewhere. And just, yeah. And have like do a nice job that I really like. I will bust my balls for a job I don't like so that I can open a nice shop I do like. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
35 years ago, I
What are you
decided
selling?
to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something.
I mean, like a
and they wouldn't
sponsor?
support
Oh.
your business. So, yes,
I don't know.
a 9 to 5 is
Oh, the thing
much
I'm doing
harder
tomorrow.
than
Oh,
it
the
was 7 to
event. Oh, the event. Sorry. Vupchat. Sorry. Vupchat.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
you get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done it?
You get spoiled. You get spoiled, and your mama and
Rhonda,
daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda,
Because
guys, I got a
did it.
question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
dead
days straight.
24.
A Twitch subathon is a live stream event on Twitch where the streamer's broadcast time is extended based on the number of subscriptions they receive. Essentially, every time a viewer subscribes, the streamer timer increases, creating a marathon stream that can last for hours or even days. Oh no.
hours a day.
Day and night. No break.
We all streamed for...
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have...
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have
clean
you
a
ever
laundry,
ran a
you
3-minute ad?
pass trays, you short-handed.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now,
It's fake
think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging
got
you
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex
I
in
got caught with
public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health, when you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
That's
job.
our job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's
Whoa,
harder? 24-hour
damn.
open surgery? Like when you're helping with...
Damn. 35 years. Holy shit. God damn.
You know, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh,
You
brother.
short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
Oh. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. That's insane. Oh. Like, I get it, he's trolling, but that's insane. That's a crazy, insane troll, bruh. I ain't even gonna lie. Dude, look at this one right here. She doesn't even look like she wants to be here. She's like, what the fuck was that? She's regretting coming on.
30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that you guys, none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was...
Wait, what? Occupation? What the fuck? So why is he here?
My argument is
This
that...
guy doesn't have a job.
you guys, none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
he part of
editors,
the FaZe team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
Dang, Chad.
Did any of the work?
Hey.
it was all
Yo,
your-
this guy right here looks pissed. He's ready to get on the mic. Holy fuck. This guy right here is ready. Oh my god, look at him. Holy shit.
Filmers, your
part of the
editors,
FaZe team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months, I worked a double. I worked
Oh my God.
Walmart and Panera at the same
I won't even lie. I forget this is FaZe. I'm so sorry. I kind of forget that they're all FaZe. I'm so used to like the other side of FaZe that is just like a sign that you will not speak of. Oh, that's why they're insufferable.
brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
They're FaZe? Yeah, they are FaZe, right? Yeah, they're FaZe. Yeah, they're FaZe. I'm so confused by the mindset. Yeah.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing? Bro, she's making me mad.
Damn. Damn, she's laughing. Oh my
I
god.
feel like they're wrong.
Stable. Who the fuck is this? Ron streams are high energy and entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay, funny reactions, and interactive moments with the fans. Known for his humor and loud personality, he keeps his audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips. On Twitch, he boasts around 3.9 million followers, averages 23k viewers per stream.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Occupation. Yo, he's unemployed too. Bro, what the fuck?
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because their pay is guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
so you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas, you have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with, though? But it doesn't
easier.
make. But
well,
you're not even. You keep switching it. So why don't you answer my question?
I'm not switching anything.
Yeah, you 100% are. Yeah, so how is it harder?
I feel bad.
4 years.
I feel bad. They're trolling. They're trolling, man. I feel so fucking bad, chat. I feel bad, dude. They're trolling. They're actually trolling.
Streaming, I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
stuff
is
that
difficult.
you need creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing.
And you should do this with VTubers who are older than you. I'm getting clocked. I think I might get clocked. I think they might clock me. I think I'm getting humbled. I'm getting humbled real bad.
So the people that you're entertained by are people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true, but you're talking about entertainment as a job. We can talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this is entertainment.
Entertainment
but my
as a
question
job
to you
doesn't
is
have
why?
any Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best example, is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
in the sense of everyday activity, because some people around here said, oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh, okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions of people.
When you're creating that content and you have your phone, you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
coworkers
and you're not
That's not true at all. I have an editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing any type of content, he loses a job.
So when you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your coworkers and interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number of hours that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that,
No. Let me hear me out. Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
Damn. Dang. Okay, I'll be so honest. None of them were making sense. I'll be so for real. Ron and that guy was not making sense at all. I was like just staring like, am I supposed... I don't know where to agree because none of it was making any sense. We're not sure to pay. We have to deal with millions of people, so you're guaranteed pay. Why, bro, just leave? Oh, because the flags. There's so many flags up. He was kind of rude about it. None of them are working on debating. Yeah, they're both... No, deadass, they're both being rude about it. I won't even lie.
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. Hang on. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right. She's right.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home.
W.
But if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you
berated.
been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So
opportunities.
you're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple. So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home, like.
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would
So
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went.
Oh my God, this
super
was
up,
him?
And then all of a sudden it went.
What? This is him?
16 for about.
Wait, is he the guy that was like, wait, is Ron the guy that was like, get out of my skin or something like that? Stay in the box. No, stay in the box. No. Is that Tim? No, that's Ron. That's him. No, that's him. No, that's him. Whoever said that's Tyler 1, you don't know your streamer lore. Shut up. God damn it, dude. It is him. Fuck. God damn it. It is him. God damn it. It is him.
Stay in the box. No! Stay in the box. No! Get out of my skin!
Oh my God, it is him. What the fuck? What is this? I'm gonna get banned. I'm getting banned. What is this? Annie. Dude, what is that? Popped up on mine. Are you kidding me? I don't watch shit like this. The sick and disturbing truth. Oh, the sick and disturbing internet predator iceberg. Oh God. Why is that the thumbnail? You know what? It's clickable. Makes me want to click on it to see what the fuck is happening.
"3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down, right? I lost everything, fell off completely. About to myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system, I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my, like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was losing.
You were in the red every month.
I was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she laughing, bro.
Okay, so I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom.
Wait, but he's a kid. Wait, I'm so confused. What? He's a kid.
How's that privilege?
Wait, how is that privilege? I'm sorry. Wait, is living with your family I'm sorry. Is as a kid living with your parents a privilege? That's like, what? You're supposed to. How is that a privilege? To a certain extent? That's a child. What the fuck are they saying?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
What?
But you're 16.
At 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9
That's
to
a whole
5s.
different discussion.
What? This is actually, wait, okay. Yeah, she lost me. I ain't even lie. I'm gonna side with Ron on this one. She lost me because that doesn't make any sense. I feel like 15, 16, you have to live with you're not allowed to be on your own. People are able to move out, kick out by 16. Really? But they're still a kid. No, it's 18. He's the only person on the streamer side who made sense. It's 18. Yeah, it's 18. It's never been 16. Is it 16 in other countries? I feel like in other countries, maybe. Yeah, because they're still going to school. They're not even like out of high school yet. It's 16 in some places, but they still need somewhere to live. Maybe it's different in other countries, but it's 18 in states. Yeah, the states in the US it's 18, 100%. I feel like in other countries it's 16 because 16 is still a kid. You can be emancipated as well. Yeah, that I know that you could be emancipated, but you need your parents' signature to be emancipated. You need an actual like parental signature. You can get emancipated at 16, but it requires government help. That's no, yeah, it needs, and you need an adult. You need an adult. I'm so confused. No, 16 is, I don't care. I don't care. If you kick somebody out at the age of 16, you're weird. I ain't even gonna lie. I looked into it a while back, but you still need parents if you have them, so the argument is void. Yeah. Google says 18 in the age where it's legal, allowed to kick them out. Yeah. I'm so lost, bro. Dude, Google said it. If Google said it, then I'm right. Yeah, no, 16, that doesn't make any sense. That's like the stupidest argument ever. I ain't even gonna lie. I remember looking into emancipation too. Not because I wanted to get emancipated. Oh my god. If I suggest that to my parents, they would probably... Oh my goodness. I would probably, like, not be allowed on the internet. But, you know... What does that mean? Emancipated? It means that you no longer need supervision from an adult, basically. You could be you could be treated like an adult, basically. In a sense. You get to move out. You get to get your own shit. You know what I mean? Like, it just means that the adult that is watching over you, whoever is with you, helped you, I guess, in a sense, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, you're treating like an adult, which is really stupid. Which is really stupid because they could have waited 2 more years. And I remember hearing somewhere about how 16 can move out. That sounds like the UK. I ain't even gonna lie. But I guess the emancipated is the term for it. That could be it too. But I don't know. I almost chose to emancipate it back. Looking back, it would have been rough. Yeah. I live in the US. That just sounds like, I don't know, 16 being a place where you can move out. Whoever told you that is dumb as fuck, or wherever you heard it. It was a while ago, but goodness, stay with your parents if you can. Yeah. It was rough for a while, yeah. Stay with your parents, bro. But for them to be like, oh yeah, it's a privilege to be living with your parents at 16, that's insane to hear. Probably just roasted that guy's parents. Most of the time I hear someone leaving their home at a younger age because they ran away. Yeah, same here.
To a certain extent is...
And it's bad. Yo, it's bad. That's not good to run away. Are you kidding me?
Privilege.
But, you know, people have like their own reasons.
It is.
But my mom, how's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
I don't know why they're laughing because that doesn't make any sense. Like, they're laughing like she cooked him. Like, but that's not... Y'all sound dumb as fuck.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to take 9 to 5.
That's a whole different discussion.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation.
A lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of people don't have families that support them or accept them.
But that's a whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given the opportunity...
So how did you move to LA?
Both sides feel dumb right now. Oh yeah, no, 100%. But I kind of agree with... Yo, I'm like not even joking. I'm gonna have to like, you know what I mean? There's like I've been like switching back and forth on the sides. I feel evil, but I feel evil. But I'm at the agree with Ron on this one. This is like that's like the most stupidest argument ever. I won't even lie. Like I get. I need water. Holy shit! Oh my god. My throat feels dry. Because it's not even a 9 to 5 versus streaming. Yeah, no, it's not.
Do the 9 to 5.
It's just her saying that him living with his parents is privileged.
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed, so.
Okay, well, I was reselling.
Damn, she's being a bitch. I didn't even lie.
I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation.
You're a kid, you dumb fuck. You're a kid. You're a kid. I would hope that your family supports you. The fuck? You are a kid. It is privileged of me. Let me throw this in here. I still live with my parents. It is privilege of me that I get to live under their roof. It is privilege of me that they still support me, even though I'm living under their roof. Do you see what I mean? But it is not privilege of my siblings getting supported because they are kids. It is their job to take care of their kids. That doesn't make any sense. Hello? What is she saying? What the fuck? It's privilege of me. You were a kid. You just said it. Esta pendeja.
To have certain, I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
Yikes.
To make money in the first place.
I just hate. Ugh.
So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know, because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing's secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day, even if
let's say I lost it all tomorrow.
You still have residuals of your previous viral videos. Even if people are hating on you and shitting on you, that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
This literally.
I have a video that goes viral still. I don't get paid from it. I have a video that'll have its moments where it'll just gain another 100K out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. And I don't get paid from that. I wish. I feel like not people. Okay, I will say this though. Having viral moments does not equal money. I will say this. You know what I mean? Having viral moments does not equal money. I'm just viral. That's it. I will say that. That's it. I only had one viral video in my life, and that's it. And after that, I'm washed.
Or hating on you and shitting on you. That's
I remember when. That's how I feel like, dude.
Still adding to what goes into your pocket.
This literally Dr.
Have an audience, and even if you do lose all your followers one day, even if
let's
you
say
lose,
I lost it all tomorrow.
You still have residuals of your previous viral videos. Even if people are hating on you and shitting on you, that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
This literally doctors who
I'm
do
sorry.
one surgery.
Sorry. She's right, you know. She's wrong on that. That's like the only thing that I could think of that she's wrong. I've seen so many people have viral clips. Fuck, I just saw like my friend. She has like one of her videos get reposted constantly. She does not make any money from that. Let alone she doesn't even get credit for it. So I feel like that's an argument that has to be dug to the trash, because you can have a viral moment and still not get the credit or like the money from it. You know what I mean? That is literally it. That is a horrible argument. I will say, bruh. I will say. That's only because like I feel like sometimes people don't market off of like their, you know what I mean? That said thing, and other people will. So, you know. She doesn't go into the post and be like, this is me, by the way. Ugh, my life is so difficult, chat. Ugh.
You make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
are we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. Fuck Streamer University. That's fucked, man. Adapt is a top tier variety and IRL streamer, averaging around 12K viewers. Oh, 13K viewers per stream on Twitch with 930K followers and peaking as high as 45K current viewers. Adapt is key figure in FaZe Clan. He helped shape FaZe brand from its original stage to now. Does anyone even know the streamers who went to Streamer University? Danny did. Danny did. He's cool as fuck. Oh, I don't know anybody personally. If that's what you're asking, do I know anyone personally? No, I don't. But I saw that Danny did. That's cool.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that, I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing, it's a weekly thing, it's a monthly thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're gonna lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers. And you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, you know, they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back?
Cancel culture, when someone is called out on social media for something they did for an opinion in the present or the past that turns society against them, it goes viral, ruining the person's career and online popularity.
Cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time.
That's true.
Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you, you need to build that over years and years and years and hours of trust and communication and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you. You don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers.
Of course not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6
This guy's low-key cool, I'm not gonna lie.
in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do?
Well, I'm a college professor, so.
No.
I have to do
That's cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
that same
So
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We have to,
You already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could hit
I don't know if I need to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for
I don't think you guys can hit a trick shot like me, so shut the fuck up.
right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years, right?
Oh my God.
I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then do streaming.
Okay.
So
with how many people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stage?
Wait, how old is he?
All of them.
How old is this guy? Wait, who is this again? This is Adopt? How old is he? What the fuck? He is, oh, he's 28. Damn. I thought he was super young. I ain't even gonna lie. He does not look like he's 28. Looks good. Damn. Close enough. Dang. I did not think that he's like 28. I'll be so for real. He does not look like he's 28. I was like, wait a minute. He's been like the same age as my brother. What the fuck? He looks hot. I didn't even lie.
There were a lot. You had a team.
When I
was it just you? Like
No. It was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in the
exist,
first
if
place.
it didn't
So-
exist, you couldn't press
So the
play, you
fact-
couldn't press record,
So the fact that
and
you
then
have
just
a,
talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had
have
to
a
spend
campus
years earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
Okay.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
Brother.
You guys just this is
I know how to do a 3-strand
just,
braid.
just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
know.
Is
So-
very different.
So wait.
Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies. You have to haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on your feet all
Bet.
day. You never sit down.
I hear you, I hear you. I
Breathing
built a
in,
house.
you're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your
Just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your
physically
thing is
taxing. You're just talking into a
So
microphone.
bet. Listen. So
I can never be a hairstylist or like a makeup stylist. My hands shake so much. I can't.
your whole
She
thing.
doesn't get that.
I'm gonna
Your
mess
whole
it up.
thing is-
But I'm sorry. I gotta redo the wing again. I'm
right?
sorry.
It's not
No, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for a
job where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller.
This guy's an asshole.
You can't. No one in here.
This guy's an actual asshole. I'm not even gonna lie. He's a piece of shit.
You can carry some
None of you
some
could
hair and makeup.
physically
And you have
go
to
do
do
that.
that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually,
You're
yes.
taking 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then
That's fucked,
days
bro.
never done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
No, no.
all of the
Wait,
things
wait.
that you
Stop.
use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done, you're
imagine
done.
these
Oh
things?
my God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling resample,
Oh my God.
my montage is fucked.
Damn.
The main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and
Yeah.
hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
How many hours
guys ever
a
do.
day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours a day
to. However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get the lab. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
This is fucked up.
It's
This is fucked up. Is bro's only argument trick shotting? Is that what is that what he was known for? Is this like the lore? Was he just known for like doing trick shots in the Call of Duty? Does anybody know? Back then, yeah. Okay, so it makes sense. Okay. It makes sense. I think he's actually just trolling.
For the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around
Mm-hmm.
IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us. I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing, but that's happened recently. I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
Yeah.
Silky is a high energy IRL and GTA V streamer. Oh, GTA 5 streamer. Known for reactive and interactive streams alongside FaZe members on Twitch. He has around 860k followers. Averages about 8,000 to 22,000 viewers per stream during events like subathons, and peak at 60k viewers in peak moments. Wow, damn. What's up, dude?
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Oh, she's so nice.
I'm very occupational. My last
Y'all better be nice to her, bro. I'm gonna slap the shit out of y'all.
job, I worked as a librarian with
She's so soft-spoken. Y'all better be so fucking nice to her, I swear.
elementary school children.
Aww.
I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That you know, we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
Ooh.
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like
Oh.
we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing?
Damn, she said you guys are fake.
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for us? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video.
Yes.
Who save lives every day.
Yes.
Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out into the clubs at night, staying out till 2, 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay. Now.
Ooh,
What kind of shit's going on?
She's right, Chad. She's right. We clock him.
You go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But
hungover.
is that
Just
your
get off
choice?
stream. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's what's
do what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9-to-5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many fans we meet a day?
Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
because
watch
I
any
think-
entertainment?
Oh my
Of
God.
course I watch
So do you
entertainment.
ever-
I got kids.
wait,
I got
Dude.
grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then the
We're
interaction. with
touching
you-
them.
But the interaction is not.
Okay, don't say it like that. We're touching them.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I
So
laugh.
then so the interaction.
Touching them.
But the
All I'm hearing is that she can't hit a crane shot. Y'all shut the fuck up.
interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you- wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and been
what's
like, oh.
coming.
Yeah, yo, Ron's gotta shut the fuck up.
I feel good.
Some of it is fake.
right now.
Some of it is
You
fake.
see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer your because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right,
Yeah.
come on.
So when you're entertained, you
Yo, Ron is like backseating, bro. Like dead ass. He's actually in the back seat, backseating, bro. Shut the fuck up.
have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social. I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am.
Ron needs to get banned from backseating.
People, it's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like, you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had
Ben
kids come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life, have kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yo, this guy is actually trolling. Stop, dude. No.
Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Man.
That's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day, bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being.
That's fucked up.
A nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your mom
loves
and
it.
say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She could work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect. No disrespect, but what?
100%.
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me
Hold on. Go back real quick.
is the most difficult shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
She tells me
That
it's
is
easy.
so rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you.
The way he moves is like look. It's like, how do you say, chat? Wait, pay attention to him real quick and it'll make sense, okay? Pay attention to him and the way he moves. Notice how when he's making these comments, he's not looking at the actual person. He's looking like around him in hopes for like little giggles, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Watch.
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day, bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My
most
mom
difficult
was.
shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's easy.
so rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, see the validation from his friends. Yeah, dude.
Mad easy. She could work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect.
Yeah, see, it's like avoiding eye contact and trying to be funny. Yeah, dude, the validation. Yeah, the validation is crazy.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not.
Everyone on the face side is doing that. I saw Ron making eye contact, a lot of contact. Hold on. I saw Ron making a lot of yeah, see, because when he was talking, I saw him making, I mean, yeah, he was looking around too. Validation as well. And as well as, who is this guy again? As well as, what is his name? I don't know his name, but this guy too. They're both like making eye contact, and then as well as him too, but he was also like looking around for validation. Yeah, see. Lacey. Yeah, Lacey.
Target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said.
Oh.
You don't watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay. I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down. For
Yeah,
me. What
it's
do you do
rage
in a day?
bait.
We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
You're on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No,
hear
no,
this.
no.
Oh
listen,
God,
listen, the same
no!
time that
He's
I
giving it to the rage bait. No, he's giving it to the rage bait. No. Bro said you're racist. That's why, and snapped his neck 180 degrees to see his friends' faces. Yeah, basically. Oh
I
no!
wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying?
Jealousy
I'm
can't hit a
already
great shot.
Honestly, because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
dude. Every time I get done streaming, I just gotta smoke too. I'm like, chat pisses me off.
Like people. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just
Like
deal
what?
with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them.
Dude, sometimes I like getting high so that I can tell you guys what was my experience getting high. I'm like, chat, you guys wouldn't believe what I did.
No,
No. Let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up, I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot.
Bro really texted me. Oh yeah, bro really texted me hi during my workout. Yeah, I did.
I comment now. He don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure. I gotta make sure that my yeah.
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
So
right?
he got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we could just scrub something around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream.
I like his hat. I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty cool hat.
My mind is.
Ooh, and the earrings. Those are cool too.
Do you know what's crazy?
My mind
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work
He
today.
already did
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
What?
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
He'll kill
No,
himself?
I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man.
He'll kill himself? Did you hear that?
Do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
He'll kill
No,
himself?
I don't know this.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man.
Oh God, what's a Baku Deku fan?
My turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
He's a dude from the party. Ludwig left early. Oh wait, him? This guy?
Wait,
I thought it was Jason's party.
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out of here. He has no social cues. Oh, you're back?
Babe, I want to say to you,
Rhonda.
Oh.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said,
I'm an introvert. I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Damn. Jason! I'm not gonna lie, Jason's really funny. Jason is a fast-rising Twitch streamer known for energetic gaming, IRL streams, and comedic content. Since joining FaZe in April 2024, he amassed around 1.4 million Twitch followers, peaked at 100k subscribers during a subathon, and was briefly the second most subscribed streamer on Twitch. Oh, she's back!
How you doing?
Let's go.
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean,
Is this an actual tattoo? What is this? This does not look real. What is this? Is this a fake tattoo? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is. It is a fake tattoo. Holy.
you look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder.
Oh.
I mean, fuck.
I think dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
Nah,
again,
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. My question.
I loved her and you're laughing. That's a sad excuse. Breaking up with someone because of content? That happened, sadly. I can't help but, like, in a sense, I can't help defend him on this one because that is 100% factual. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. I loved her. I loved her. I've seen this before. My heart. My heart. No, I've seen people like not work out because of like content got in the way. That's such a shit reason to break up with someone. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
Are you ready?
Are you ready for what? Panda! Thank you for the tier 1 44 months. Thank you. Oh. 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 That's crazy. It happens, sadly. I won't even lie. It happens. Sometimes it's like, I feel like I will say this over and over again. I think dating in the creator scene is really weird. I won't lie. I dated somebody who we were already planning the future, right? And it just didn't work out because both of our futures did not have any of each other's future in it. You know what I mean? They were already like wanting, well, not like in a sense like wanting in the same they mentioned like in the future they wanted kids. In the future they wanted to be married, and in the future content creation was not involved. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, in the future I don't see myself having kids, and I see content creation still being a thing. So it was a rocky conversation to have for like, you know, a month straight. And then we broke up. We just kind of said it might just be best if we just stayed as friends, because we just did not see eye to eye. And it was a healthy conversation to have, but it just sucked because at one point he had said that he would settle with the idea of just not having kids and just going with the future I wanted. And I was like, that makes you feel guilty. And I feel like at some point in the relationship, you would resent me. So I was like, we just can't do that. I was like, we can't force things upon each other that we don't want or initially want to do. So yeah, I feel like breaking up because you guys don't see eye to eye is reasonable. Especially if content is involved. I just feel like it's eye to eye. I'm very happy for him though. He's getting married. So yeah, W. He's getting married to W. I hold nothing. I just wish like really good of I just wish nothing but like a really great future for him and his wife. If it's because of clashing ideas, that's fine. But he made it sound like the parasocial people want me to be single, so I gotta listen to what the fans want. Oh, okay. All right. We didn't specify. You said, well, if that's like the reason, that sucks. That's like a poor excuse. I was like, oh no. Oh no, me and my ex broke up because of that reason.
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question.
My heart.
My question.
That's all I can think of.
If you make it so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to
so
do.
you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I
touch
was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day.
Chat, do you guys judge me? Do you guys? Yeah, you guys do. Never mind. Nope, that's not even a question. Yeah, you guys do. I literally gooned on stream like 2 hours ago.
5 person. Maybe one,
But,
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point.
Yes, yep.
Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than
that
9 to 5. That's the point.
You gave up your girlfriend for streaming. Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He
Yeah.
ran up a
I
bag.
ain't gonna lie,
He did
I
it for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
future
love?
Something that I'm passionate about and motion. I pick motion.
Motion.
I'm Lala Costa.
Lala Costa? Amazing name.
She's an attorney?
I'm an attorney.
Oh, W.
People's fuck ups.
You had an opportunity to get a 9-to-5 that you could create yourself. Like whatever you want,
Yes, I
9 to
would.
5. You would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of.
You
started.
feel stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm.
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV show can't. It's done. What happened to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no. I'm saying if thousands
Baby,
of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people. You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
If your
It's
father
gone.
would stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Swag in September 2022, Swag signed an exclusive streaming contract with YouTube Gaming, becoming the first FaZe Clan member to do so. During his tenure on YouTube, Swag achieved significant milestones, including a record-setting 80 kills in a single Warzone match alongside fellow Nuke squad members. He broke into the top 250 of the Warzone 3 ranked. Is clenched a privatorial. What the fuck is all this, dude? Wait, what? Securing him 1 million purse. I don't even know what the fuck this is. I give up. I give up. Well, personally, I'm not super knowledgeable in relationships, but I say to have such a privilege to be able to get money is worth it. Not gonna lie, I may just be a shit person though. Wait, what? Well, personally, I'm not super knowledgeable on relationships, but I'd say to have a privilege to be able to get money is worth it. I may just be a shit person. Wait, what are you talking about? What are you saying? What are you saying, pal? Get money from gaming, I mean. Oh, are you saying like you would risk your relationship just to make money from gaming? Is that what you're saying? Choosing the bag over love? Yeah. Please, for the love of God, King Neptune, Swag. Wait, Annie, by chance, did you hate popcorn reading? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I just think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more stop than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is you just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There are so many people like you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck.
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No. But
So many.
no. But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like. The
So you
game.
were
Damn, he
sitting
looks
home and you
locked
think,
in.
what
Holy
am I gonna do
shit.
With my life while you were gaming, you're like, oh, let's put a
I
camera.
was 16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
you weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's
yeah,
what we do too.
Yeah,
We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think, people who don't have a job, they feel like they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss all of his hard work and all of his talent?
Is he the best?
I got fourth last year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
that's not luck. That's
like
pure
less than
that's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a talent. They have a talent.
They had a
But
team.
as-
So what
you
he
know how
do-
many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said. You
No.
just said
what he did to
I
get to
said
where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just
What?
You dead ass?
What was he giggling about? Oh no! Oh no!
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why are they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking, if that's luck,
where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific pure talent. And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and
couldn't
do
do
what
it.
I do.
You couldn't do
That's
it.
a skill.
Oh my God.
Couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Oh my God! It's over! It's over! It's over! Oh my God!
Playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and
couldn't
do
do
what
it.
I do.
You couldn't do
That's
it.
a skill.
Your son couldn't do it.
some
Your
people-
grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect.
Some streamers are successful because they're bad at video games, though. What are you trying to say?
You guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
What is this, guys?
Video games is not.
Locker hider.
You don't think it's
Leave me alone.
Ooh, that's yeah. It's just, I can't argue that because
Y'all could never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep it a
shit.
buck. There's a
Ooh, I want to play
disconnection from
CS now.
a
Fuck.
generation where this
What time is
didn't
it?
exist. This career, you looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grow up, this didn't exist. So no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
Oh.
and it's fun. It's like,
Oh, you gotta fight back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back.
This guy's an instigator. Holy shit.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to meet
This
you.
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security.
Oh,
Are you
no.
familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like, taking it back to... That's being... What? What does that even mean?
You lose everything.
Oh no, no, she's giving it to rage bait. No, 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 she's giving it to the rage bait. Oh, it's over. It's over.
That's
no.
being... What? What does that even mean?
You lose everything.
Oh,
Every dollar.
no.
Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
The same way you can do if you get laid off. You get a new
Yeah,
job.
that's it's kind
okay.
of it's not the same
Oh
concept. Like,
no.
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media."
Oh no, she's falling for it, chat. Fuck, this sucks, bro. I feel bad, bro. Oh no! In 2020, widespread furloughs happened because of COVID-19 pandemic, forced businesses to close or scale back due to lockdowns and safety restrictions. With revenue dropping sharply by many companies, couldn't afford to keep paying their employees. Yo, I won't even lie, COVID fucking sucked balls, man. Because there was like this one local place that I went to, and they closed down because of COVID. Because COVID literally shot itself. Okay, sorry. I like walked away while I was talking. I was grabbing some socks. My bad. I felt really naked. Grabbing some socks. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no. Yeah, I hated COVID. It actually closed down like this one place that I used to order from, and when I tried to order from it, it wasn't like on the thingy anymore. So I had to like go look at like the maps and shit, and it said close. Oh, I was so devastated. I was like, what? No, I was really heartbroken because they had like really good. I used to order soup from this place, and it was really, they had like some fucking crazy ass, spicy ass fucking, what is it, menudo? I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. That shit was so fucking good. Oh, fuck, dude, it was so good. With some lime juice. Oh my fucking god, dude, I'm gonna murder someone. Just for that, holy. In game, of course. Of course, in game. Game. In game. I haven't had it much, but it's so good. My dad made it. Oh, that was good too. I tried it. It was so good. But this place, the way that they made it, that bitch kept me fat.
That's kind of an easy alternative, so that seems kind of easy.
I know, but if you lose a job, you can't.
You just get another one?
No, you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months.
Oh, yeesh. Yeah, she's giving this a rage bait. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad, bro. Yeesh.
You can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through my resume.
I uploaded videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did you uploaded 7 videos and didn't get any views?
Went to school and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked. I worked.
Oh, so that you had another job?
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder?
Then what?
Than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at your
He's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah, when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well,
I'm not security.
That's
I just
a
go.
one
I go like this.
9 to
I go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
But people millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart, that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely.
Yeah, I heard the alarm
They
too.
have their opposable thumbs. Like,
I heard the alarm too. I thought I was dreaming for like a second, dead ass. I was like, wait, is this a dream? I had to like look around for a second.
I mean, there's people out there.
Am I a dream? Wait.
they have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, here's a paintbrush, go paint me Picasso. Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm saying. That's a bad
saying
point.
this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament and win it.
You couldn't.
And win it.
You couldn't. You couldn't.
Perhaps.
You wouldn't even. You couldn't. You couldn't.
You wouldn't even qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need
This
to work
guy,
for it, but
he sucks. Yo, Ron actually sucks, dude.
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing.
I'm
Like,
not
oh,
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I didn't
easy.
say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you can
how
own.
do you
and
know?
can
How do you
master.
know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level, though.
If you got
I played Mario Kart. Oh no. No, Chachi's falling for rage. No. No. No.
Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've
Who remembers that 6 shot that I got whenever somebody jumped and I freaking sniped someone in the head?
played other
Not
games.
a professional level, though.
If you
No,
got
not a professional
That was luck.
level because that's
That was
what I'm
actual
trying
luck.
to
I could have killed my
pursue.
teammate.
I know, so but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
does
do you
it-
know?
what
But how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and constantly
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had
you
to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone, Tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players? You
I
couldn't.
can also put, I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short launch
terms
pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
what- No,
launch
I
it?
don't, but
Exactly,
if I
you
want...
couldn't, but Excel sheet, you can do Excel sheet.
No, but exactly. I
They're
can
just
go-
talking. They're just talking game.
These
with
refreshes
As a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
No.
Us four.
She's falling for the rage bait chat. I feel bad. Damn, dude. I feel sorry.
Took 3 days. You don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is. Give you 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how the job works.
happened?
You pay me, I'll get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era.
So
And technology is totally different now. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were just talking about playing.
My dad never understood it. The one argument that I've had with most people about my job is that I got it easier because I'm a woman. So let that sink in. My dad never understood it. He didn't understand it. He thought getting an audience was just like that. He was not the one to say that, though. Let me just go ahead and say this for now. He was not the one to say that. But he witnessed so many times where I like just dead ass was like, I can't do this. I can't do this today. I can't do this today. And it wasn't like actual like how do you say? It wasn't like actually, oh, I can't stream today. It was more so I couldn't attend things that I wanted to attend to. You know what I mean? Dude, when I'm not even streaming, they're like, what are you doing? Like, you're not streaming today? What happened? Days off don't exist. What's it called? But yeah, I think one of the things that he heard so much was that, oh, Annie has it easier because she's a woman. And I'm just like sitting here like, what? What? I do? Damn.
And tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with Carl. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are.
Yeah.
But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think.
So my mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
That's amazing. That's W. That's a good video. I didn't even lie. That had me giggling. Little giggling.